Okay, this is Reverend Childress. We're in Lacey, Oregon, somewhere around in there. And as you know, we just came from Philadelphia, and we were at Newark, of course. We went to Maryland. We went to Washington, D.C. You're very familiar with these signs, but these are those who would defend, and they certainly have the right, their First Amendment right, to express their opinion. Okay, they are blocking my favorite sign, Black Lives Matter, born and unborn. I don't know their position on that. Maybe one day before we leave, we could take the position.
You're welcome to ask us about our abortions.
Okay, all right. I will get back to that. I appreciate that. Okay, we want to, this is a decent dialogue. I'm not here to necessarily argue, fuss, and yell. Been doing this for 20 years, so I would like to be able to have a good discussion. As you can see here, abortion suppresses the black vote. I want to know what their opinion is on that, but it is great that we are here.
Black Lives Matter stands for choice.
Okay, very good. You're absolutely right.
For liberty.
Very good.
This shit's not liberty.
Okay, so you said Black Lives Matter stands for choice.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Now, of course...
And Black Lives Matter was started by 3 black queer women.
Well, 3 black lesbians. Okay, all right. That was you mean.
Oh,
you want me to use?
Women.
All right, I don't want to disrespect you. You want me to use the term queer? Okay, that's all good.
Yeah,
so here we go. All right. First of all,
I know.
they said they can. I could talk to you about that, or you're going to respond to that. All right, let me.
I would happily have that conversation at some point.
At some point. No problem. My name is Reverend Childress. I'm from New Jersey. This is my website, blackgenocide.org. Anytime you like to go on there to comment, you can know where I'm coming from. And I can certainly understand where you're coming from. Okay, now, the leading killer of African Americans is Planned Parenthood. The leading facilitator.
African Americans is the police force.
And
American police force.
And isn't it ironic that the young lady, I love these folks, the young lady says that Black Lives Matter is pro-choice. That does not surprise me. Now, 1,786 African Americans are killed each day by abortion.
If you look up Black Lives Matter,
it was targeted.
It was started by 3 black queer women.
Okay, all right, okay.
And the fact of the matter is that more black women are dying post-birth.
That is absolutely, dear, I've been doing this a long time. That's not true, but go ahead. I'll let you make this comment. Go ahead.
Wikipedia doesn't count. Wikipedia doesn't have your
Make the comment.
The maternal and neonatal black rates of African American women in the United States is significantly higher than that of white women.
That is absolutely not true.
Wait a
minute. I don't care what you're doing. I do this. Okay. African American lead the country in miscarriages directly due to a compromised surgery of abortion, which has the highest miscarriage rates. Never had it before. See, y'all need to tell the whole story, and I respect you, and I like your demeanor and your decorum, but you got to talk facts.
I would be happy to look over these statistics with you.
I'll be here another day. You bring them. Now, you heard what she said? She's going to come back with those statistics. Did you hear what she said? Okay, she's going. Now, you also are you going to look up Alan Guttmacher and find out the 1,786 African American children that are killed each day? You're also going to talk about the 52% of African American women pregnancy that end in abortion.
May I ask you a question?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you ever been pregnant?
Have I ever been pregnant?
Have you ever been pregnant, sir?
Is that a logical, rational question?
Absolutely.
Why is that?
I'm actually studying that right now.
Why is that? I believe in the scripture, so I believe we've only been here for about 7,000 years. I think the natural course. I think the natural course. A man can be raped.
A man can be raped.
Have you ever been pregnant?
No, not me.
So then you don't know the trauma. So then you don't know
ma'am. I'm a pastor. I've counseled people with the trauma, so I do know what you're talking about. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So, how many percentage of women who have abortions? How many percentage of women who have abortions due to rape? What's the percentage?
Well, I had an abortion because I was raped.
Okay.
I didn't have to have an abortion.
Okay. So you have now. What is the percentage of women who choose to have an abortion
I don't
because
know. I
they're
need to
raped.
look at the statistics.
Okay,
would
can I
imagine
tell you?
it's fairly high.
Half of 1%.
Okay.
Our protesters
Half
That's
of
their
1%.
choice. To not abort or to abort is their
Okay,
choice.
and I can understand that trauma.
you can't.
We're not here. Oh yes,
Absolutely, you
listen.
cannot.
My
Like, I
church.
cannot understand
I'm a
what it
senior.
feels like to walk
I'm a
through the
senior
world as a
pastor of a
black
black
man.
church.
You cannot understand what
I
it
love my
feels.
mama. I love my wife. I love women. That please. All right. Now, just for a second, let me just finish my. Let me just finish. Well, my wife stands with me on this issue. Who's the greatest, most recognized trumpet player in the world or jazz player in the world?
You're going to tell us.
I don't know.
Tell us.
Coltrane. I don't know.
His name is Louis Armstrong. He is the product of rape and incest. Okay.
Well, therefore, I should have had a
Who wrote? No. Wait a minute. No, who made the 16th chapel? Who did the 16th
But
chapel?
have you been raped?
Who did the 16th
The
chapel?
question is, sir, that you.
Well, ma'am, that's like you
cannot-
telling
will
that's
never
like
have
telling
to
your
make
future
this
son,
decision.
did you pee up against the wall? And he
You-
tells you you never did it. Don't tell me.
You will
Okay,
never-
you're being absurd. You're being absurd.
I'm being
This is
absurd.
Yes.
actually.
Okay, let's get back to that. Michelangelo,
All right, we
product
can-
of
how
rape
about
and
this?
incest.
Let's take a break.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Let's take a break. Let's all do our thing silently. I would be happy to come back together and have this conversation with you only if you can promise that we do a talking stick style. I get to finish my whole sentence.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
get to
I-
finish. I'm still doing it. I will allow you to finish your whole sentence. You have to let me to allow. You have to allow me to finish my entire
Very good.
sentence.
Very good.
Also, you're still not letting me. Also, we will look up this information. If I have some CDC facts, some statistics about the healthcare and stats of Black women during childbirth, I will show you those facts from reliable sources, not fucking Wikipedia, but reliable sources, not just a reverend's opinion, but reliable sources. And you will also have to do the same. So we will
okay.
sit down and
All
have
right.
a one-on-one, totally dignified conversation. But this is not working.
Okay, very
So let's
good.
take a
Very
break.
good.
Yeah, let's
All
take a
right.
break.
Okay.
Bye.
All right, so I can finish my video. You won't interrupt
You
me.
need to do-
Okay, very good. As I was stating, Planned Parenthood, the leading killer of African Americans, is basically more or less. Now, come on. Let's have a decent. Let me finish. You said you promised you'd let me
You're
finish.
making your video. You make your video. We'll go over here.
All right, lovely ladies. All right, okay.
Gendering people, by the way.
I'm sorry.
Thanks for
Okay, all right. Okay.
He wants to say because great people were the product
All
of
right.
rape and incest. That
No.
Oh, tell her. Yeah. No, he was exactly. I'm sorry.
talking about my
Okay.
greatest jazz players.
All right, but once again,
was the process of rape and incest.
it is through debate. It's through it is through debate and exchange of ideas on the college campuses, which is always enjoying, that we can come up with all the information that we basically would need to make a conscious decision. Now you understand when I come from the being a reverend, it says before you were in your mother's womb, I knew you. So that bothers me that you would call a person in the womb a non-person. That's what they did in the Dred Scott decision, 1857. We were non-person. See, 18 days is a heartbeat, 42 days brain wave, 65 days mama doesn't even know child is sucking his thumb, and she still chops that up now, or Planned Parenthood, and then sells the body parts. That's like slavery all over again. Now, come on. That's slavery.
Body parts to your organization, probably damn near.
Oh, you don't believe they sell body parts?
I believe. No, I don't.
Okay, good. That helps me because I know you wouldn't support anybody that did that, right? Can I get an answer on that?
Human life is.
Would you support an organization that sells baby body parts?
Yo,
Who are they
like
selling?
Just
lower
listen.
your voice at me.
Okay, no problem.
Who are they
I'm
selling
a preacher.
the
Always
baby
remember
body
Baptist
parts?
preachers do that.
Wait, where are the body parts going? These small.
My
size-
mom told me. My mom used to work at a hospital,
Mm-hmm.
and some pro-life dude came and stole aborted fetuses just as a part of their protest to be like, hey, this is happening.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
that's what I'm talking
all right.
about.
Not every pro-lifer steals body parts.
That
Okay,
happened. That
but
my mom-
it may, dear, I'm not doubting you, but this goes on every day on the black market. Planned Parenthood doesn't give the mother any money, by the way. Doesn't give any retribution to the mother, but sells it.
The mother is trying to move on from this. You know, this whole
Well, I think
this is shaming.
wait, a
people. You're
check
shaming
would be nice, wouldn't you say?
He
Okay.
said it was absurd because I asked if he was raped. He has no
Yeah, we have
experience in
protesters
this.
No. That's not what I. No, because you can have an opinion. That doesn't make sense.
No, I said you
So I was born at a disadvantage because I didn't have a uterus. Is that what you're telling me? Okay. Okay.
Let me ask.
All right.
Remember from summer?
No.
The talking stick.
Now, wait a minute now.
Time so that everybody can be heard. Here's the talking stick.
Okay. All
When
right.
she's holding
Okay.
it, it's her turn, and nobody else talks
When
till
a
she's
woman
done,
gets
and vice
raped,
versa.
Okay.
And now they're impregnated by the rapist's baby. What do you think should happen?
Now you're asking me a two.
Should it be
You're
illegal?
asking me.
Should it be illegal for her to?
You're asking me.
abort that baby,
You're asking me a
or-
two-part question.
Okay. I'll hear
Okay.
both parts.
All right. Here's the first part. I opened this up believing that all persons deserve the opportunity to pursue life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Just because you're born in the projects doesn't mean you're not going to make it.
Right.
And I also believe just because of that situation. Now, the woman that does that, do you think it's about hurting women out here, hating on women?
That's
And
like
they
what
being-
it's doing, though.
I
Regardless of what that
honestly
goes on,
believe
like,
I have problems with a beating heart. You see, I have problems with a beating heart.
Right.
You see, as a preacher of life, I could never really condone, and I would understand the trauma. You're talking about 0.5% now.
Okay.
We're also talking about half, but the drama of me saying to that woman, okay, knowing some of the greatest people that made contributions to this country were the product of rape and incest. I wouldn't want her, as a matter of fact, if you were with me in Washington, I had a young man who walks with me who is a product of rape and incest.
Okay.
I understand if that woman did this, I just couldn't deal with it. It's legal in America. God forgives. That's another thing you always got to remember. God forgives.
Okay.
Okay, and he moves on, and he wants you to move on. You said about moving on. He wants you to move on from that, but he wouldn't want you to put yourself in a position again
Okay. And what if
to
you
go
don't
through
believe
that.
in God?
Yeah, what
Okay.
about my religious freedom?
Oh, well, we'll see. Then unquestionably, that's why I'm talking about the biological end of it first.
Okay.
Okay. Now, wait.
Hold on,
The
hold on.
woman, when she's traumatized from carrying that baby for so long,
Yeah.
what happens
That's
to
trauma
her?
in itself.
Then
What do you,
What
which
happens
now? Where are we
to
at
her?
now?
So now she's
Or are we
had-
talking about a woman that's raped, or are we talking about a
The
woman?
raped woman has this baby. The raped woman is pregnant. Right
Yes.
Now.
Yes.
And you're saying
It's
that
okay for her to be.
it's okay
And
for
now,
her to get an
now,
abortion
first of
because
all,
God forgives.
now logically, the way you want to have this argument, you want to base your whole argument on 0.5% of the
Okay,
percentage.
let's not do rape. Let's say,
Okay. Okay.
yeah, I don't know. We don't have to talk about rape.
How
We
is
can talk
that?
about
Did you
being
have the
an
talking
independent
step? She was
woman
talking to
and
me.
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, here you go.
All right. Now, now give it to her. I want her to express
I
herself.
hear what you're saying. I don't think you're a bad dude. You know, I think you're a good person, and I like respect you as an individual. You know, and I respect that you have your right to, you know, do all this. I disagree with it very fundamentally. There's people who have, you don't know what people have been through. And seeing this shit, like,
Or how about the woman that comes up to me on these college campuses, stands off, looks at them staring, and then when I get away from this, make sure that they cross my path and said, thank you for being here, because I don't want these women to go through the same thing I did. I had an abortion.
Who's done that?
Okay? All right. Oh, are you kidding?
Who's done that to them?
No, I'm saying not today. This is my first day.
Yeah.
Okay, but I do this all the time.
Do you think that girls that are raped, it's their fault? You said don't put yourself in that situation. What do you mean
No,
by
I'm
that?
talking. That's heterosexual.
What do you mean
I'm
by
saying
that?
go and sin no more.
What's
That type of thing.
what is heterosexual?
Rape?
No, listen. Rape is something that is a crime. It is abusive. I said it's not fair to make your whole argument based
Yeah,
on that
beyond rape.
0.5%.
That's
Now,
fine.
here's what I said. Are we sorry that happened? I'm a preacher. My goodness.
I have a question.
If it was my daughter, I may not be preaching no more.
I can wait.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's what we're saying.
If it was your daughter, you wouldn't be doing
But
that.
I wouldn't take it out on the child.
Okay, but
On the cells.
on the
On
cell.
the couple
Now
of
see,
cells.
Okay, but
there's not a biological. There's not. Listen, if I'm a person, as these persons that believe life begins at conception, which your biology says
Yeah,
that.
he believes life begins at conception. We don't.
Yeah, now you know it does though.
I don't know.
Well, you need to check that out.
Yeah.
What is
You need to
life,
check that out.
though? 'Cause,
It's a
like-
very unfortunate situation, and you're trying to judge the whole argument on that half of 1%.
I'm not even
We're talking about girls who aren't ready to
I'm
have
sorry.
kids.
Yes.
Okay, I got something way out of nowhere, okay?
That's okay.
Okay, I have female hamsters, and they have babies, and one of them ate all of her babies.
They do that.
And I did my research, it turned out it was because it was her first litter. She had to eat all her babies, and plus they do it to protect their children or whatever. So, in a way, isn't that still a abortion?
Well,
Because they did look like that.
That's that. Okay, all right.
I mean,
That is basically. Well,
if you
we
think
don't
about
want
it,
to. We
abortion's
don't.
like part of
Now that's a good question, because basically what is happening, we're beginning to treat humans as hamsters,
Do you have any
and we
medical-
think that they can be disposed of without any conscience, without any reasons. I believe, and see, the Declaration of Independence says that rights come from God, not from mommy, not from daddy.
When was the
Yeah.
That's the
What about my
law.
religious freedom? What if I don't believe in God?
Was that
What?
slavery?
There is no
That was
God in my
slavery.
life that I believe in.
Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. You gotta understand. You gotta understand. The country was founded then by those people who put faith in there. So you're saying you want to eradicate faith? Now that would be a good argument.
I never said that.
All right,
No.
but right now that's the law, and that's what Dr. Martin Luther King said. America is a hypocritical nation.
Dr. Martin Luther King would support your cause?
Can you just 1 second, please? All right,
Don't use
okay,
someone's
all right. Dr. Alveda King and I, or her niece, do this together. Okay. Just 1 second. Let me finish. He said America is a schizophrenic nation.
I don't think we need to bring mental illness into this.
No. Now listen. No, he says it was mental illness to claim that my rights come as a black man came from God, and then you censor me because of my skin color, my ethnicity. Okay, don't use that water fountain. I go back. I'm an old man. Don't use that water fountain. Don't go. You can't go to that hotel. You have to go to that hotel. Why? Because of the color of my skin. Okay. He says. You said. Man, you said we hold these truths to be self-evident. All mankind is created equal and endowed by the Creator with certain unalienable rights. Among these, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Okay.
I'm gonna spread out.
Alrighty.
Yeah. What if it's me? What if it's me?
Okay, this is
Not true, though. That's why he doesn't.
Yeah.
Well, what would I tell her?
No.
Now you know me, dear.
Lost cause.
Is that what you would tell me? Is that what you're saying? You just made a bigoted statement. You assumed that I would be like you over a crisis that has not happened. That's bigotry.
He said if it was his daughter, he wouldn't be preaching.
What? No. I said I might not be preaching
Oh, might not be.
because if I killed him for doing it, I couldn't preach anymore.
Right.
That's what I meant. Anger would rise up over the oppressor.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. That's what I meant. All right. So when I understand that, you know Margaret Sanger? Does anyone here know Margaret Sanger?
I'm not even.
Okay, yeah.
You don't know this.
I'm good.
No, dear. This is.
Talk to somebody else.
You don't know Margaret Sanger? That's the. She's the founder of Planned Parenthood. She said you were a human weed. She said you were a human weed. Colored people are human weeds.
What do you mean?
Colored people isn't even
Mar-
offensive toward.
in 1939, it was the acceptable word.
You make it
Come on,
sound
stay
like,
with me. Stay with me, sister.
You make it sound like that.
Margaret Sanger is the founder of Planned Parenthood.
Yeah.
She said colored people are human weeds.
Trying to get a rise out of it.
Okay.
I'm not trying to get a rise out of you. I'm telling you.
If you need
I don't
I'm
care
telling
what
you.
somebody said about calling somebody a human weed. I know I'm not a human being. Oh, human weed.
And would you support that organization? Would you receive the Margaret Sanger Award?
You do you.
Would you receive the Margaret Sanger Award after she called you a human? Oh, by the way, black people are colored people are breeding children that never should have been born.
What about the white people that have abortions? Aren't they bad too?
That's what I'm saying.
That's what you mean. Nobody told Margaret she wanted white people here. She didn't want black people here. She didn't want African Americans
Margaret said
here.
that in 1939.
And she started Planned Parenthood. Has it been working? Leading killer of African Americans.
Times have changed.
Oh no, they still killing and targeting.
So,
Did you hear the excuse that you just gave me?
dude,
Times have changed. Should there be a Margaret Sanger Award? Should there be a Margaret Sanger Award? I'm asking the question. Can you just answer that?
sure, why not? Sure, why not?
I'm not trying to get it right. We were having a nice talk. You don't want to talk to me? Okay, I'm going home. All right. Okay. But you check out, hey, Speedy, go on my website, blackgenocide.org. Been doing it for 20 years. Check it out. Okay, have a lot of fun here. We are just here, just exchange of ideas, a very respectful conversation. We had a good exchange of words, no yelling and screaming, and we were able to have a nice discussion. Okay, and once again, these are the display that's here, and it certainly is going to be a heated argument when you first see it, but you need to step back and be objective and listen to everybody's side. That's the problem in North Korea right now. Okay. All right. So we're grateful. Once again, these are here exercising their First Amendment rights, which we appreciate. Now, you have to say this. We don't agree with them, but at least they care enough to be out and say something. That's impressive to me when people stand up for what they believe in. I appreciate that. And then we can talk. Okay. Now, I want to go a little slower. Right now, this is the prenatal sign that we have here. Abortion is an act of violence. Abortion is an act of violence. We're grateful to be here, all the way out here in Oregon, Evergreen State, Valley State, Evergreen State. We'll periodically do some of these short videos for you right now. And witness is important. Witness is important. And, you know, one thing, they can go home and look at our website, blackgenocide.org, abortionno.org, and we can have a better understanding and a better conversation as we do this thing. And an exchange of ideas is the most important thing. Is the reason why we're here. Okay, as you can see, we're still constructing. This is the sign that took so long. Just joking. This is the sign we're here. Okay, and this is a horrible picture, a 15-week aborted fetus. But yes, this is a mother that decided after seeing those pictures not to abort, and now she's enjoying her child. Of course, this is our famous sign, which is more hateful, evil done to us, evil done by us. And so we're grateful to be able to share a message. Hopefully it will invoke thought. We're not trying to charge up anybody. We were trying to have a discussion on some unknown facts. And once again, we appreciate those who are willing to stand and for what they believe in. This is why we can come here and have a great discussion, and hopefully come away with some of their heart feelings, and certainly they'll come away with why we are here. Okay, all right, we're here to hear. Remember when Norton said, a person is a person no matter how small? Well, that kind of just plays right into this. Okay?
They're so much easier to deal with.
And plus, they're even the most lovable people.
Yeah, like.
Here we go. Oh, I'm sorry. All right, we'll check it a little later. And we'll continue to be out here. Oh, I get a clear shot of my favorite sign. Remember, Black Lives Matter, born and unborn. Okay. All right. We'll finish up. my friend right here. We're going to have a discussion soon. God bless her. We'll be praying for her. Okay, now. Bye-bye.